Local 4 Sports with Sports Director Mason Kern.
Welcome into sports, where we're at the CHI Health Center in Omaha. History is made on this very surface. We're in cleanup duty now as the wrestling mats are coming up, but more will be laid down as the NSAA State Boys Tournament officially begins tomorrow. Today, though, all about the ladies. The girls finished their first ever girls-only NSAA State Wrestling Tournament here today. It starts with the heartbreak rounds, wrestles through the semifinals, and the championship bouts are also wrestled tonight here at CHI. So without further ado, let's get into our state wrestling championship coverage from Omaha. The final day of the high school girls wrestling season means champions are crowned. Grand Island's Anaya Roberts is defending her title at 155 pounds. She has one of the toughest paths to the final in all of Class A and knocks out the top seed by a 7-3 decision to give the Islanders a back-to-back state champion, ending her final high school season 34-2.
I worked my butt off to get here, and they put me at number 2. I was number 2 in the bracket. I've always been number 1 in my heart. My family, I've always been number 1.
Adams Central also has a returning state champ at 140. Kaden Sipp is defending in the Class A title bout. She comes in with a perfect 39-0 record and ends her perfect season with win number 40. Sipp wins an 8-0 major decision to repeat as a state champ.
The first one, I was so surprised when I won. And this time, I'm still surprised, and I'm just proud of how I've been being able to compete this year.
Kearney has a first-time state finalist thanks to Carson McBride. She's wrestling for the 115-pound title in the Bearcats' second year with the program. The junior earns her 48th win of the year in a 7-0 decision to give Kearney its first state champion in school history.
It took everything. Hard work in the mat, confidence. I'm so glad that I got to do this and that I still get a chance next year to do this.
Several local champions in Class B. Arcadia Loop City's only state qualifier is now a champion. Riley Kersave wins by fall at 170 to claim the title. Cozad's Abby Nagley comes in at 40-0, make it 41. She wins a 12-2 major decision to give the Haymakers a champion. Chase County's Haley Rusher is also unbeaten with 46 wins. Longhorns stand up. She rushes to a 15-0 tech fall for the title. And let's round out perfection with perfection. Southwest Ambi Custard comes into the 135-pound title bout at 47-0. She comes back from a broken arm in 2023 to a state title in a 9-3 decision. More wrestling to come. The boys tournament starts tomorrow. So at a historic event in Omaha, the Tri-Cities each produce a state girls wrestling champion. Grand Island, Hastings via Adams Central, and Kearney each get a title winner here at the CHI Health Center. But the wrestling certainly doesn't stop. 3 straight days of the state boys tournament will take place right here in Omaha starting tomorrow. But from the wrestling mats in Omaha down to the basketball court in Lincoln, both Husker teams in action tonight, one on the road and one at home. That being the women, who get a Big Ten matchup against Oregon. So let's get into those highlights now. The Huskers already down Natalie Potts and Allison Widener. You can add Britt Prince to the mix, who's dealing with an ankle. Exciting finish, picking up in the fourth quarter. Logan Nisley, she hits for 3. Got an absolutely sweet stroke. Huskers clean up a 14-point deficit. Less than a minute to go now. Oregon's Nani Falatea is left open in the corner. That's something you can't do. Ducks take the lead late in the fourth. Huskers needing a bucket, under 40 seconds to play. It's Callan Hake to Alexis Markowski. The Lincoln native puts the city on her back and comes up in the clutch. Her 3 forces overtime. Then in the OT period, it's the Pius X grad again. She scores a career-high 35 points tonight. Huskers out in front late, and Hake, she delivers the dagger. Nebraska takes this game in overtime, 94-90. Markowski and the other seniors on the roster will be honored on Sunday.
It was a lot of fun. We battled not only for each other, but just the fans here in our state. We haven't brought a home game win to PBA in a while.
Alexa's message to us was, we're going to win this game. And when she has that belief in us, it's really easy to go out there and play with each other.
On the road at Penn State, Fred Hoiberg's hand looking fine after what's being called the whiteboard incident when he punched it against Northwestern. He probably wanted to punch one again after his team's start. There's an alley-oop jam and another dunk by Janich Kona Niederhauser. That's a mouthful, but the Nittany Lions take a double-digit lead over the Big Red. It takes Nebraska 10 minutes to score 10 points. Juwan Gary finally connects from the corner. That's his only made field goal of the game, though. Connor Sejan scores 20 off the bench for the Big Red. He's one of the few bright spots in an otherwise abysmal performance on the road. There's been a few of those this season. Big Red down big at halftime. DeMarco Dunn stretching the Penn State lead. Nittany Lions go up by 26 points and run away with it in a 19-point win, 89-70. So the Big Red men's team fall on the road. The women get an impressive win. And we should mention before we wrap up sports tonight that Hastings College ranked in the NAIA poll. They also have the GPAC Defensive Player in the Week in freshman Ann Bowes. She's a Southern Valley alum. For those who don't know, that's Oxford, Nebraska. We'll have more state wrestling coverage over the next 3 days. That starts tomorrow. But for now, thanks for tuning into sports. Reporting live in Omaha, Mason Kern, Local 4 Sports.